I have got a special delivery to do today. If you've been watching my channel, you guys know that we've been flying around with a blue rudder on one of our airplanes, and today we're returning it to its owners. But also, my son, Chaucer, my youngest son, is gonna be going on flights today. We've got 2 flights. We're gonna be dropping off the rudder first over at Ayura, where SIL is, or JARS, and then we're heading out to Sendini, like another short little hop to pick up, I think, some people out there. So let's get the planes pushed out and fueled up. It's foggy, but I think it's nice on top. If you guys have been watching my channel for a few years now, you guys know about today's video sponsor, SurfShark VPN. Now, I've been using their service for about 5 years now because it's necessary living here in Papua New Guinea. I'm able to unlock all of Netflix's video library, as well as Amazon Prime, as well as Disney Plus. But I've already shown you guys that. Also, I've got a family of 5, so I'm able to put all of my devices, that means all my tablets, my computers, my phones, my kids' phones, everything on one account. It saves me time, saves me money. I've shown you guys that. Now, if you're not familiar with what a VPN is, it's a virtual private network. It's a way that you can change your virtual location of your phone, your tablet, your device, and SurfShark actually offers over 100 different countries that you can switch those virtual locations to. But did you know that SurfShark is more than just a VPN? It also has an antivirus built in that keeps your devices virus-free. You can set up on an automatic scheduled scan, so you can just set up and forget about it. And the cool thing is, SurfShark updates their database every 3 hours to make sure they're catching any new viruses that just popped up online. It also has a webcam protection so that you can lock your webcam, and you get alerts if any app or website attempts to access it without your permission. Not only that, but you can search without a trace. This prevents tracking and targeted ads. When using SurfShark's search, you'll never see a single ad again. So if you want to stay protected while you're surfing online, head over to surfshark.com/bushpilot, use my code bushpilot at checkout, and get an additional 4 months of SurfShark VPN. Thanks SurfShark for sponsoring this video. It is clearing out up there where we're going out that direction. It looks really nice. We've got the fuel on. We've already checked our caps. And we'll do a low start. The pressure's coming in, energy's coming up nice and slow today. Once it stabilizes, we'll introduce our fuel. Low pressure is now in the green, fuel flows green, and ITT. Watching that white needle to see how quick it comes up. Generator on. Alternator on. And aux bus. 840 pounds of fuel on board, and we're heading over here to Ayura. I should be able to get out here visual today though. All right, we'll be rotating at 58 knots. Go ahead and put that in, 58, and we're going up just to 7,000 feet today on the way over to Ayura. Kuruk Tower, November Tango Echo, request taxi Ayura 2 POB.
November Tango Zolo Kuruk Tower, morning to Ryan. Sorry, I missed you there. Would you repeat again, please?
Morning, Roland. November Tango Echo, request taxi Ayura, 2 POB.
November Tango Echo, taxi to runway 17 left and backtrack. Can line up with light and visible QNH10, correction. Our QNH not available, temperature 16, time check 27. Would you check, confirm Kuruki QNH elevation 5,208 plus?
Yeah, clear to backtrack, line up 17 left, QNH 1020, November Tango Echo.
November Tango Echo, many thanks, with the QNH 1020.
Alright, we'll be 50 knots by our taxi, or else we'll just remain on the runway. If we're going off, it's cut off, pull off, and shut off. Masters off, crack our door. After takeoff, we have a rollback or loss of power. We'll consider EPL, considering feather. If we are going down, it's cut off, pull off, and shut off. Emergencies, 85, then 80 full flaps. Masters, and crack my door close to the ground.
It's a runway? Or is this just a taxiway?
This is the runway. We got 2 runways. One runway here, and then another one over there. This one's a little bit skinnier and a little bit shorter, but it does the job for what we need to do. November Tango Echo ready for departure.
November Tango Echo, runway 17 left, make left turn, clear for takeoff.
17 left, make left turn, November Tango Echo. Right, 1390. Rotate 58. Airspeed's alive, torque is set, 720 ITT, there's our rotate. Shout bird, bump up our ITT a little bit. We're just going to go ahead and pitch up for 12 degrees initially, just so we can get up over this cloud layer quickly. Oh, we should be just fine.
Picks up pretty quickly.
Oh, it does. We can just squeak over these clouds right here. I like how perfect it is up here. I'm already ready for my sunglasses.
Yep.
Well, I looked at the weather over at Yura and it looked perfectly clear, like no clouds whatsoever. But definitely a lot of clouds on our trek over there. It's only 15 minutes. Over 85 knots, we'll go 10 degrees of flaps. We'll just stay low, like I said. We're going to stay at 7,000 feet, and that should get us just wiggling around these clouds here pretty easily. So let's go 0 degrees, now that we're over 90, bring our prop back to 2,000 RPM. Broken Tower, November Tango Echo, departed at time 29er. We'll be tracking 112 on climb not above 7,000, estimating a Euro 43.
November Tango Echo, not above 7,000. Contact Mosby on primary VHF 120.7, sector HF 6622 at 15 miles.
1207, 6622 at 15, November Tango Echo. Alright, we'll get in that, 1207, 6622 on the HF. And because we're only at 7,000, let's go ahead and bring our torque right on back early, down to 1250. And we'll throw autopilot on real quick. You can see this number's yellow, and this one over here says a different number, so what we need to do is we need to come over here to our system setup, all the way to the last item down here at Barrow, and turn it on. There we go. And now it's cyan. I think, yeah, it's going to be clearing up here. We'll stay low right here underneath 7,000, a little bit below it, but that's all right. We'll just stay right where we are. Ending light off, engine inlet normal, igniters off. If we throw on the terrain right here, then you can see, even though you can't see it in front of you, it's just a bunch of clouds. Now we know, okay, well I need to go through that little gap over there, so it helps kind of paint the picture of what everything looks like ahead of you. We're landing runway 14, fly overhead, and into a right downwind for runway 14. Orsby 6622, November Tango Echo transfer.
Channel 6622, go ahead.
November Tango Echo, 15 miles to the southeast of Goroka below 7,000, estimating Iura at time 43.
Tango Echo, traffic by 2. Sydney Bravo, Logitech, taxiing Iura for Anaconda. Details on departure. Additional traffic from Hotel Sierra Squirrel, operating around Kumian Mine, approximately 10 miles radius of Kumian Mine at not above 8,000.
Copy traffic by 2, November Tango Echo.
Tango Echo, area QNH 1009.
1009 November Tango Echo. Oh, let's go ahead and start up our buddy check here. Our selectors, brakes, good. TAWS is off. Our VREF, which is our approach speed with our landing, is 67 knots. Do lights and inlet now. All stations Iura and Sierra India Bravo, Kodiak November Tango Echo, 10 miles. Tracking for the Compre Gap, estimating Iura 43.
All stations Iura and November Tango Echo, Sierra India Bravo, taking off runway 32, will be in the left-hand turn to the south. Are you happy for me to take off?
Yeah, go for it. We still have 4 minutes to go. November Tango Echo.
Sierra India Bravo.
Right, OBS, we'll turn to runway 140. There we go. My plan is to come up over here and then around. There goes Sierra India Bravo right now, so he's already airborne. All stations Iura and November Tango Echo will be flying overhead, join into a right downwind 14 Iura. If we need to go around, just power up, 20 degrees, pitch for 12, right-hand turn out, resetting top of the ITT. All right, down to 6,100 feet, we'll be turning base at 5,800 feet over here. Start getting our power out now, just so we're not blasting over their town loud. And 67, 77, and 87. So we can start slowing on down now. Here's our 6,100 for pattern altitude.
tower here at the end of the Karumpa. That's where we're going to start turning. There we go. Let's go 20 degrees of flaps. All stations, you're at November Tango Echo Base 14. Let's go full flaps. Checklist is complete. Can't really see their displaced threshold, but I know it's there. Okay, there it is. Look, there's our 67. Low idle. Alright, we're just gonna drop this rudder off, start back up, get out of here in like 5 minutes probably.
Alright.
Alright, we landed with 740 on the fuel. Let's put that in before I start. Let's go ahead and get started. Once the ITT gets below the 200 mark, oil pressure's still in the red, but now it isn't. There we go.
TOS system test, okay.
Alright, 687. I don't know if I introduced, this is my son, my youngest son, Chaucer. He's 14. He is my only son that likes flying. Orsby 120.7, November Tango Echo, taxi. All stations, Air 1207, Kodiak November Tango Echo. Taxiing Iura for Sendini. Orsby 6622, November Tango Echo, taxi.
Go ahead.
November Tango Echo, taxi, Iura, Sendini, 2 POB.
November Tango Echo, copy taxi,
November Tango Echo. And if you're wondering why am I coming down here to turn around, it's because we have a bunch of dust getting blown out from behind us and they don't want us to turn right here and then blow all that into their hangar as I'm pulling out of here. That's why I do that. We'll be 50 knots by those yellow cones up there where we pulled out, or we'll stop on the runway after takeoff. Pitch for 85, considering EPL, considering feather. 85, cut off, pull off, shut off. 80, emergency smash, crack my door. Ignition condition, flaps 20, fuel, harnesses, and prop. All stations are Euro 1207, November Tango Echo, rolling for departure to Sendini upon track 184, on climb not above 10,000. 1390. Airspeed's alive. There's 50 continuing, and there's rotate. Alright, check the winds, looks good. Sometimes they have pretty strong wind shear here, but there's not much wind this morning, so we're all good. We won't fly over the town, even though we need to go directly that way. We'll just go around it, be on our climb up to 10,000 feet. Let's get this zoomed out a little bit bigger so we can see a little bit better where we're actually going. Let's go 10 degrees flaps. Once we're over 90, we'll go 0, and let's do our call. Orsby 6622, November Tango Echo, departure.
Go ahead.
November Tango Echo departed Iura, time 08. Tracking 184 on climb, not above 10,000. Estimating Sendini 25.
Tango Echo, not above 10,000. At this stage, traffic is November Tango Zulu, Kodiak, departed Goroka for run wind. Departure time 2305, not above 9,000. Run wind 2325.
Copy company, November Tango Zulu. November Tango Echo. Okay, so looking ahead, we've got, I'm looking for specific gaps, but there's just a couple clouds up there. I think I'm pointing to the Mariwaka Gap, which is what I'm going for. And I think that over there is the Narambi Gap. That's where Brad went in November Tango Zulu this morning, just on the other side of those hills. We're almost there. We're just 8 minutes out. Let's go over the strip chart. It's perfect weather out here, but we'll be landing on runway 29er. It's just a one-way airstrip. We'll be flying overhead into a left downwind. This says extreme caution due to left crosswind causes strong downdrafts, short final pass committal. And then expect wind shear on final when the winds are from the right, because they're kind of like a quartering from the right. And expect potential tailwinds for takeoff for 3/4 of the runway, and then headwinds for last when the winds are out of the west-northwest, which is coming out that way. But we don't have any winds, I don't think, today. We do have 13 knots, but I think once we get over this into the Sindini Valley, we'll be fine, though. We'll start our descent now. We want to go through the Mariwaka Gap, which is right up here at 8,400. And then we'll slow on down around the corner. All right, this is a touchdown, just a 3%, then gets up into a 10% eventually. We're gonna try to get on the brakes pretty hard right off the bat though, just because it gets really undulating and really rough, so we wanna get slowed down before we get into all that. I gotta remember to give this to somebody. I don't wanna forget that. Moresby 6622 November Tango Echo in the circuit, Sindini, cancel SAR. November Tango Echo. All stations Sindini. 1207 November Tango Echoes in the circuit Sindini. Alright, 66, 76, 86. 86 on downwind. Alright, windsock looks great down there. There's our 6300. Let's get leveling off now. We're slowing our descent at least. We want 87 knots, or 86 knots I should say. And we want 6,000 feet up here, turning base. A lot of right rudder in here. This mountain right ahead of us, that's actually a volcano.
Oh, Wilhelm?
Oh, this is, I don't know what the name of this one is, but it's a volcano though.
Oh, I didn't hear you, so.
Yeah, a volcano, yep. All right, there's 6,086. Let's go 10 degrees or 20 degrees flaps. Start our turn. As I get the flaps in, it just naturally starts slowing me down. We're going to go all the way down to 76 knots. I'm just going to pull a tiny bit of power. We went 5,800 turning final. Just past the runway.
Hit the place.
500.
More right rudder pressure. Full flaps, checklist is complete. There's 5,800, 76, slowing to 66. Winds are light, that's nice. 500 on the descent, 66 knots. This is looking good. 4 knots from the left. Might have a slight downdraft close up here. Still 500 on the descent. Like I'm getting a tiny bit low, but never mind. All right, 400 the descent. I am getting
500.
I'm getting a little bit shallow. We're coming up to our committed. All right, we're committed. 400 on the descent. Not too bad.
That was not the runway I thought you were going to do. Thought you were doing the other one.
Oh.
500.
There we go. Man, oh man, it's rough. Thanks guys for joining Chaucer and I on this rounder today. It's been like over a year since I've been able to take him flying, but I hope you guys did enjoy that. And I hope to see you guys on another flight. I'm going to do a time lapse back to Goroka, so stay tuned to the end. I think you guys will enjoy it.
Don't forget, guys, if you want to stay protected while surfing online, head over to surfshark.com/bushpilot. Use my code bushpilot at checkout to get an additional 4 months of Surfshark VPN.